Hey guys, Connie here, and I want to talk about a certain topic in which all of us has to take it very seriously, and I'm aware that some of you think that this is a clickbait video or a title. No, it's not. And it becomes a topic within the community and also to my Discord server, and it has to do with the game Guardian Tales. Now, before we continue, I'm 100% sure some of you never heard of this game before or already heard about it but never tried it. Then allow me to recap about this game. And no, this is not a sponsored video because I've been making this specific content since last year. Now, Guardian Tales in simple terms is a mobile game, and it's also available on Switch platform too. Essentially, it's a pixel-style hack-and-slash puzzle adventure game and also has a gacha system, but no pity system, and much more. With its recent Season 3 update including new UI changes, new world was added for Season 3, new characters and weapons, more in-game content, and best of all, huge amount of rewards for free. And I mean that genuinely if you play the game as a first timer. So I guess that info helps you out now that you know about Guardian Tales and such. Feel free to try out, but this is not the main topic of today's video. I just want to keep the conversation up. So recently there was a lot of discussion circulating within the Guardian Tales community and to my Discord server about a certain topic in which I plan to say it, but I can't because I got a warning from YouTube due to a certain content within my Dakimakura pillar review that violates the community guidelines in context of nudity and sexual stuff. Now, to be honest, I'm not aware about this situation because I said this multiple times in my videos and live streams that I'm inactive when it comes to social media and stuff, so I apologize for being that kind of person. I may be inactive to social media and stuff, but I get to see all the discussion happened within the community, including my Discord server. And by saying this word, you guys know who I'm referring to. Sarthak. Now, apparently, Sarthak was one of the OG players who played Guardian Tales since day one of its official launch. You would constantly see its name on general chat, specifically on Asia 2 server. Sarthak is also a member of one of the top guilds in Guardian Tales, which is Lilith Tower, and that's where my friend resides in and also had a dedicated Discord server to it. Now, you may be asking, what does the title of the video has to do with Sarthak and Guardian Tales? Well, it's pretty sensitive, and it has something to do with minors. Literal minors. And it's still ongoing. Sarthak, this person right here, this creep, is harassing, blackmailing, sending death threats, making up excuses, and the worst act is that he sent dick pics and sexting to its victims, specifically minors. What the actual fuck? Now, with all of this evidence and information shown right now, this is a very serious topic. I'm aware that some of you might think that this is fake, or it's one of my clickbait contents and shit. No, it's not. And to further back up these claims and allegations, I reached out to a user on Twitter who also spread the word and awareness to anyone who encountered this creep, Sarthak, whether in-game or in Discord. And this user right here shared hefty amounts of screenshots and images of each convo between a victim and Sarthak related to the allegations and horrendous that this creep has done, ranging from doing role-playing all the way to harassing, blackmailing, and sending death threats, and all of the actions I've mentioned earlier ago. Now, because of this situation that is still, again, ongoing as of today's recording, remember the guild I mentioned where Sarthak was at the beginning. Unfortunately, that guild, they're shutting down because of these issues. Everyone is on the lookout as Sarthak made multiple accounts and continued doing the same action over and over and over again to any victims this creep has encountered who are vulnerable. That includes minors. This is completely fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this user continues its thread on Twitter as Sarthak is now sending photos of himself with a leg wrapped with bandages in the hospital saying he was assaulted, making up excuses as much as possible, putting a photo of his own brother to create some sort of a victim role player whatsoever. But in reality, that is fake. This image right here is simply a stock photo found on Google Images. And again, Sarthak continued making up excuses and more excuses and even harsher actions that goes beyond that harassing and blackmailing. And I did mention this at the beginning, sending a photo of his wiener to a fucking minor. That is inhumane and that's disgusting. And I don't know what to say further about this, but Sarthak must be arrested by local enforcement. At the same time, we have to ensure the safety of every player within the community. And not just the gaming community, but any community. And I don't know if other Guardian Tales content creators heard of this issue. No, they heard it, but doesn't want to speak up and to spread awareness. Just a speculation though, given the fact that some well-known Guardian Tales content creators are in the partner program of Kakao Games, that could be the reason as to why none of them made a video about it until now. And yes, I'm still in the partner program, but I'm 100% sure they're gonna kick me out of the program. But again, those are just speculations. Do you have an alibi, Sarthak? And I know you're watching this video right now. Again, you've caused great harm to these victims. It will left a mark in their journeys with your actions that's beyond humane. And the audacity to create a bunch of excuses in order to play victim. And then try to blackmail them if they don't believe you. Every action you made, there's always consequences. With all the people who are smart enough to know what is right and what is wrong, they're always going to back up those claims with proof and evidences. You can't escape from the truth, Sarthak, and I hope justice will get your ass kicked. But depending on what country you live at, it could be worse than that. Execution? Terrifying, but at the very least, the victims would breathe out and live out their life peacefully. And another note that I'd like to add is that a user, as I mentioned at the beginning, shared a long document file from one of the Sarthak's victims of this horrendous act, and this is quite long to read, but I'll leave the link in the description below for you guys to read. Now, I'm not sure if the Guardian Tales community manager knew about this discussion, but the truth is, I have no faith that they're going to handle this situation. And I'm also aware that they're removing my channel to their partner program because of the amount of criticism I gave towards them, which is valid and reasonable. But this one, the discussion we had just now, I highly doubt they're going to do it. If that happens, then that's fine. I don't feel bothered at all. At the very least, I'm free from them. And another side note, I'm 100% sure that this Sarthak is going to DM me on Discord, setting the same messages and excuses to play victim, or going to enter my Discord server and going to do the same actions as it did to other victims. And I'm not going to let that happen. So if any of you shared the same experience as other victims felt as to what Sarthak did to them, don't be afraid. We got your back as always. My Discord is open, and my moderators and friends are willing to help you out to expose this creep until he gives up and admits every action he did was wrong, and hoping justice will be served. And Guardian Tales, please, just do better. I think Guardian Tales needs to take a break momentarily and had to rethink their strategy on how to make this game popular again or feasible to the audience. At the same time, had to ensure the safety of each player in each region in their game. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd like to say this again, my Discord is open and my moderators and friends are willing to help you out if you ever encounter this creep on your DM and such. Spread the word and bring awareness to protect our fellow players and friends and bring justice against Sarthak. Once for all and all for all, ladies and gentlemen. As always, take care, stay safe as always. And I'm gonna make an update soon if the case has been finally resolved. So, yeah. Goodbye, guys.